täältä Enugussa näyttää maanantai-aamuna, kun pitäisi olla vilkkain viikon alku menossa. Joitakuita ihmisiä on liikkeellä, mutta kaupat ovat suljettuja, koulut ovat suljettuja, pankit ovat suljettuja ja suurin osa ihmisistä täällä noudattaa Suomen Lahdesta annettua kehotusta tai määräystä pysyä kotona.
Alright, that is the video of the Finnish reporter, the reporter from Finland that came into Biafraland through the zoo, axis to see for himself the ordeal of Biafrans. And the reality is that, he was able to witness the sit at home, the sit at home that is happening in Biafran land. Remember, sit at home in Biafran land is not enforced by anybody. Despite the fact that Nnamdi Kanu has been in custody for a very long time. Despite the fact that Mazi Simon Èkpá has been in the custody of the Finnish government for also some months, closing down to a year. Yet, Biafrans has been resolute in making sure that they continue to sit at home willingly, just to continue to raise their voice. Now, that reportage from that Finnish journalist actually exposed a lot of things. And let me tell you, you will be shocked about the information that is coming to us currently concerning Mazi Simon Èkpá, who will be in court in 2 days' time. That is on the 23rd for his final judgment. We are waiting for the Finnish government to give a very important judgment for Mazi Simon Èkpá. Finally, not the one that the zoo government have been doing, to the extent that they had to hold the case again by adjourning it to continue to keep Nnamdi Kanu, in DSS custody. Now, the Finnish authority has actually given a very critical decision. The court has made a critical decision, and let me tell you one thing you should be sure of. Alestop is actually in this one. So many criticisms have been coming to Alestop lately concerning the continuous in detention of Mazi Simon Èkpá. So many Biafrans have come out to air their views, exposing so many atrocious things being committed by the zoo government, and them giving Alestop a reason to release Mazi Simon Èkpá, because the Alestop must understand that he has a hand in this, in the continual detention of Mazi Simon Èkpá. It is not just a decision made by the Finnish authority. He is the top person, he is the leader, he is the president, and he has the right to actually pardon Simon Èkpá, a man who is fighting for the freedom of his people. If Alestop actually believes in freedom, like the Finnish government do, they should have released Mazi Simon Èkpá, because he is only fighting for the freedom of his people. But I got a good news for you. Please watch this important news on Simon Èkpá's immediate release, or you can call it a presidential pardon, because this is reality. It is realistic. We're not forming anything and we're not faking it. Get your facts. You can confirm, about this information. But meanwhile, while you are watching, please make sure you share the video to as many groups and platforms as possible, and also continue to support us with your super gift in celebration for this wonderful thing that has happened to Mazi Simon Èkpá Njoko. Please enjoy.
Today being the 21st of July of 2025, we get plenty news. We have a lot of articles and updates we definitely have to show to you in this briefing. A lot of things has played out over the weekend. A lot of fascinating events played out over the weekend and even today that we have to show to you and discuss. If you miss out in this video, trust me, you don't miss out on a lot of news. The very first news I will go show you for this particular video now, a revelation that is coming from the country of Finland. Yes, the country of Finland don't give out a strong revelation regarding Simon's case. During this guy's trial, when he was still facing the Pajahame District Court, a witness was called upon to represent the prosecuting lawyer and the government of that country. Interestingly, that witness happened to, once upon a time, had visited Enugu State, Nigeria, to cover every event on Mondays. The Monday sit at home, cover every event in the southeast and how every single thing has played out. That witness appeared before the Pajahame District Court, and this guy said a lot of things that you must see him. If you don't see him, now you sabi. If you miss out, you don't lose out. For this said video briefing, we get a revelation coming from Captain Ibrahim Traore. This guy, when Buhari been passed on, this guy been write something for a Twitter page, or his X page as it's now called. Yes, this guy writes something for a page, and after he post them, Nigerians and the whole wide world come for this guy's neck. I will show you what happened for this video briefing, and you have to stay tuned and sit back, relax, and enjoy. As we speak, over the weekend, we see some individuals in the country of Malta and in the country of Norway. Yes, some USB citizens were seen handed out flyers on the streets of Malta and Norway. Some individuals were seen having a public speech on the street of this country as well. For this video, I will show you every single thing will happen and what these guys been they discuss, they give foreigners. This video go too sweet, so you must watch them. If you know watch them, you don't miss out though. Hey, we also get a revelation coming from Chimamanda Adichie. This woman don't come talk something where we say go shock plenty governors in the southeast region of the country. A lot of governors no go happy with what Chimamanda don't talk over the weekend, and in this video I'm going to show you every single thing where you need to know and understand. Well, meanwhile, in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, a lawyer, one of his lawyers don't come out to say something will be game changer. They don't come out to say something will be say a lot of journalists from Nigeria go one day observe. Yes, the lawyer of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu came out recently to make a publication showing right now on your screen is that article. For this video, I go dissect them, I go expatiate them, and I go clearly explain every single thing within, make you for understand. Because as we speak, things don't they work out gradually for this man. Well, for this said video, you get one food where they eat for Igbo land. That food now don't go viral. Yes, showing right now on your screen is that food. I go show you what that happen with this food and how you self must pay attention moving on swiftly. Yes, we also have a notification coming from Dr. David Matsanga. Yes, this man will write out something, a detailed letter that was sent to the Nigerian government, an open letter sent to the, Tinubu regarding the USB movement and every other thing within. For this video, I will show you what Dr. David Matsanga don't talk, the implications and how you take explain them, because or more. This video itself is fully packed with info. This video go be interesting for everybody to watch at this particular point in time. Yes, with all of that being said, make we kickstart this whole video briefing and show you details and news one after the other. As stated previously, Dr. David Matsanga, a Ugandan human rights activist, came out recently to write an open letter to Tinubu and the rest of the world governing body regarding the issue and the case of the USB and every single thing within. Yes, showing right now on your screen is this open letter written by Dr. David Matsanga. Well, just in case this is your very first time of hearing this man's name, this is the individual who pushed for the Kenyan High Court to pay Nnamdi Kanu some certain fees based out of the way and manner he was arrested or abducted from the country of Finland. This guy now has been on the case of Tinubu. He came out recently to write an open letter. Showing right now on your screen is this letter, and I'm not going to bore you to come and read out every single thing when you talk. I'm not going to bore you, but let me summarize it for you to see and understand. So for that letter, that guy, Dr. David Matsanga, used biblical reference in his tweet. Yes, he used some references in Bible to explain why Tinubu must allow and let people of Biafra go and have their own entity. In that same tweet, he also stated out the implications. He explained every single thing where we say if Tinubu read them, and if Tinubu understand the Bible very well, Ingo clearly get the point when they try pass across at this particular point in time. But then, make I show you. This is not the tweet. If you pause this video right now, you can pause this part of the video to read up and understand, because as I said previously, we get a lot of things to discuss in this video briefing. And I'm not going to one day bore you with all of this long write-up. So if you pause this video right now, make you read up and fully understand what they sup and wetin dey within the context of this letter. But kudos to Dr. David Matsanga for speaking the truth every single time. This guy happens to be one of the top human rights activists in the African continent. This guy don't dey show over time say, Omo, him get the interest of Africa at heart. This guy is from Uganda, but every single time you will see him talking about USB. You will see him talking about the African country and its development. You will see him talking about the growth of the African continent. This guy always shows say, in Africa, no, and he also like the movement. He want be Africa and make Africa for develop, reach a very point. So be say the rest of the world go one day always come here, they live and do business. Well, with all of that being said, let's take a look at our second update in this video briefing. As mentioned previously, the popular food eating in the southeast region of Nigeria, known as Èkpá, don't take a massive stage, don't take a very big step in the world body. Yes, this food now, based out of official records, don't they present in 48 countries of the world. And for this video, I will show you these countries one after the other. But first thing first, make I ask you now one sharp question, one very short question. Which part of Igbo land makes the best Èkpá? Yes, which part of Igbo land they make this thing very, very well? Well, some go say na Enugu State, some go say na Anambra State, some go say na Ebonyi, Abia, Imo. But I want to know what you feel like say be the answer, be the real answer. So leave your thoughts in the comment section. But then make I show you some countries now where this food don't they eating and it's available. Showing right now on your screen are some African countries. Yes, these are African countries because I had to differentiate or segment them in different categories. These are African countries. As you can see, we have Nigeria. Yes, definitely. Nigeria is supposed to be as number one, at the origin of that food. We also get Ghana, South Africa, Cameroon, and the rest of other African countries. But then, this food still there available for European countries and cities. Showing right now on your screen are some countries in the Europe continent that this food is presently being eaten and being served in restaurants. We get UK, we get Germany, we get Italy, France, and the list goes on and on. Showing right now on your screen a list for North America and Middle East. When you look closely, this food they are available for USA, Canada, and Mexico. And for Middle East, we get UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, and Oman. As you can see, this food don't go places. This food don't take massive and gigantic steps. Yes, for Asia self, this food is widely available in Asia and the continent of Oceania. Well, if you pause this video, make you read up and understand. So in total, this food they are available in 47 countries of the world, exclusive of its origin, Nigeria. We could make them 48 in total, man. This particular food don't go wide though. Like the next time you see Èkpá, make you no disrespect them like that. The next time you see that food being sold on your street, make you no disrespect them. Yes, this food don't go very, very far on the world body and in the world stage. We're moving on swiftly. You get something I want to show you. You get something will happen to Nnamdi Kanu. We be say everybody's supposed to see now, right about now. Things don't they set. Yes, courts don't they get more info. And Nigerians don't they wake up gradually. Well, yesterday being the 20th of July of 2025, we received an article coming from a lawyer representing Nnamdi Kanu. This guy came out to say something that has changed a lot of mindsets and concepts regarding Kanu's case. Showing right now on your screen and everything you need to know. It states, Nnamdi Kanu's trial, focus on facts, not propaganda, lawyer, tax, journalist. Yes. So what did this even mean? Say, why this lawyer is asking Nigerians to focus on facts and not propaganda? Well, make I explain. On the 18th of July, when Nnamdi Kanu appeared before the Federal High Court seated in Abuja, the lawyer from the federal government of Nigeria, the FG, said something that did not make a lot of sense. So he said something we say, we guys go fact check him. We guys go double check what this guy they talk. If not truth, I be this guy they try make story to make his own assertion look interesting. So what did this guy talk and who be this lawyer? Well, take a look at this article. The federal government-led counsel in the person of Adeboyega Onwomolo, SAN, made the plea while responding to the no-case application presented by Kanu. Onwomolo further alleged that Kanu, in the broadcast, directed his followers to target and unalive policemen and their families, noting that more than 170 security personnel has been unalived from the statements made by Nnamdi Kanu. So the lawyer from Kanu's camp, when they asked the FG lawyer, say, bros, I beg you, no vex. So show me one person and show me one family where Nnamdi Kanu's speech created or caused the unaliving of the family member or the policeman in that family. Now, with this lawyer, they asked the federal government lawyer, show me one person and show me one family where this guy or this guy's speech don't cause his unaliving. But interestingly, the FG couldn't present any evidence or any witness to back their claims. And that is why, as of now, as we speak, the lawyer contact say, we could have focused on fact though, not propaganda. This guy, they tell all social media platforms, all journalists, media outlets in Nigeria, focus on the fact. Don't listen to what these guys are saying. If they tell you that this guy caused a lot of unaliving in Nigeria, make them for show you evidence and witness. Until then, don't believe whatever they say. And this is the exact words coming from that lawyer. But then make I show you what the Daily Post they talk regarding this case. It states, media practitioners have been urged to focus on facts rather than propaganda in the trial of the leader of the IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. In a different article, in Contact say, according to him, journalists should not ignore germane questions raised by Agabi during the proceedings, particularly on the identity of the 117 security officers the government claimed have been unalived as a result of Kanu's broadcast. The lawyer also said, who are the families of these alleged victims? Why have they not testified in court? So as you can see, this lawyer is asking the right question, because you can't come out and say that Nnamdi Kanu's speech prompted the unaliving of hundreds of policemen. This man is asking the FG to present only one witness. Make he swear for court, say yes, now this man Nnamdi Kanu caused the unaliving of my sibling or my relative. Come for court, make you swear, then give us your witness statements and then present your evidence going forward. Yes, and that is all this lawyer is asking the FG to do at this particular point in time. We're moving on swiftly. Let's take a look at our next update. We have something coming from Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Yes, this woman came up she granted an interview with a popular TV channel in the southeast region of Nigeria, and she was asked to speak about the insecurity in the Igbo land. She said, this security in Igbo land has caused series of dramas for Igbos. It don't cause series of negative effects, because these days now, people don't even host their weddings in Igbo land. People they live for Ngwa Hausa, they host their traditional weddings for Ngwa Hausa, wey no even make sense. People they live for West, they host their traditional marriage for there, which it don't make sense. You can't host a traditional marriage in a land or in a soil that is not yours. And because of insecurity now, people don't host their traditional marriages for different part of the world and not in Igbo land. For that said interview, she was also calling for the Southeast governors and leaders to please seek to an end to all of these insecurities, because it's not giving us the Igbo land a good name and a good identity. But the fact of the matter be say, the 5 different governors in Southeast, I feel like say these people they get 1 or 2 disagreements within them, because normally, as a Southeast region, once in a while, make all the governors for sit down for a round table, look for a very suitable place to host that meeting. You could sit down for a round table meeting, hold some conversations, hold some good and effective debates, hold some talks where we say go lead to the growth of the Southeast. But we never see them before. We never see the governor of Enugu State, Mba, together with Charles Soludo, together with Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, together with Alex Oti of Abia State, together with Winfiru of Ebonyi State, having a good conversation before. It never happened. If it don't happen, maybe I never see them. And I would want you to give me or send a link to where these 5 governors don't sit down and hold a proper meeting. This is the exact thing that this lady is saying. There's no development in the Southeast. There's no growth. There's no cooperation between our governors. And that is why insecurity, they breed over time. Well, what do you think of this conversation, this statement coming from Chimamanda? What do you think of all of these things? Do you think she's saying the truth, or do you think she's just trying to make herself popular the more? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be there to read and respond to every single thing you have to say at this particular point in time. Well, moving on swiftly, something happened on the weekend where we say, you waited for a house of Siamo. Something happened for the country of Norway. Simultaneously, they happened for the country of Malta. So the question here is saying, what happened and why do you need to even see it at this particular point in time? Well, take a look at this tweet coming from the USB government. It states, the USB mission in Norway advancing global awareness of the USB right to self-determination and the imperative of international recognition. This was a tweet released on the 19th of July of 2025. But the bone of contention here is that an individual was seen on the streets of Norway handing out flyers and having conversations with people on the street. Yes, showing right now on your screen is a clip or some sections of this video. I can't play every single thing for you to see because of copyright issues and because of copyright claims. So I will just show you some bits of this video, and I'll explain what happened here. A man who is from the USB government was seen handing out flyers on the streets of Norway, at the same time holding quick talks with people who cared to listen. So the question here, what did this guy even talk? What is the content of that flyer he was handing out to individuals? Well, interestingly, we managed to get a screenshot of that flyer. Showing right now on your screen is a flyer he was handing out on the streets of Norway and discussing with people. So we had to do some research to understand the content of this flyer, where it's coming from, and every single thing within. We had to do some research because as a news channel, before we carry any news, can't show you, but we need to don't get the full answers already. So this flyer with this guy, they hand out for the street of Norway, we found a copy. Showing right now on your screen is a copy of that handout. As you can see, it states Independent Nation, United States of Biafra, formerly the Republic of Biafra. And by the left hand side, that flyer contains all of the states within the USB region. It is showcase all of the states. Yes. And on the right hand side of your screen, you see join in our nation building, make your nation seen and heard, restoration of independence, and the whole thing went on and on. So basically, this guy was trying to spread awareness of the USB movement on the streets of Norway to educate people on every single thing within this government, this new country that will soon be a sovereign one in the world governing body. For that same flyer, we see say Nnamdi Kanu's face there, as you see right now. Even Simon's face also there on that flyer. This is now the exact copy of every single thing where this guy be the handouts for Norway. If you place this video side by side, the video of this man handing out flyer and this particular copy where we don't find, you go see them they identical in nature. We dey try for this channel, so I beg, if you like what we do here, please subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications, because now for here you could get first-hand info and first-hand revelations regarding every single thing of the USB movement. So yeah, as you can clearly see, a guy was seen on the street of Norway handing out flyer and having conversations with people. But at the same time, the same day where this guy was spotted in the country of Norway having conversations with people on the street, one other guy they spot him for Malta, the country of Malta in Europe, doing the same thing, handing out flyers, having conversations with people on the street of Europe. Showing right now on your screen is a tweet coming from the USB government. It states, the USB mission in Malta advancing global awareness of the USB right to self-determination and imperative of international recognition. It also has a video of this said guy doing the same thing on the streets of Malta, handing out the same flyer where I don't show you already. So what is the context of this whole thing? And what did this guy they even try do at this particular point in time? Well, it's actually very simple to understand. He was handing out flyers where I don't show you already. For that flyer, it is very descriptive in nature. That flyer could tell you, say, they don't get new country, USB. This country now, it's new. You want come out from Nigeria and so on and so forth. And it's something you need to know, because this new movement has a rich history. It has a rich meaning, and it's very diverse in nature. I want you to understand it. I want you to follow up with it and keep in touch with world governing bodies and its news. This is exactly what this guy was doing on the streets of Malta and on the streets of Norway. Well, what do we think of this whole thing? It's a nice move if you take a step backwards to look at it. It's a nice move because if you want to spread info easily, or you want to advertise something easily on any part of the world, using flyers is something that works effectively. And that is why we see businesses using flyers to spread awareness and to gain massive adverts or attention to their businesses. Yes. So this whole thing is going to be effective because people will want to look at this flyer, and the ones that are inquisitive in nature would want to do some research and better understand what this whole thing is all about. So yes, this is a nice one, and it will definitely go a long way. Oh yeah, now moving on swiftly. Something don't happen we say every single person right now supposed to see and understand. We know say on last week Sunday around 4:30 p.m. now the date and time we say the former president of Nigeria been passed on in the person of Muhammadu Buhari. Yes. But something happened for the country of Burkina Faso regarding Ibrahim Traore. We be say everybody now supposed to see. You don't supposed to see him. Yes, this guy come out recently to write about Buhari, to write a possible condolence on his Twitter page and everything within. But this guy, he be like say the whole wide world don't dey on the neck of Captain Ibrahim Traore. So wetin happen and why we say the whole world now dey for this guy's small neck? Make I show you wetin happen. Well, take a look at this tweet released on the 14th of July of 2025, which is last week. Originally, this tweet was posted in French, but we had to translate it to English using the Grok AI on X or Twitter. This tweet reads, "It is with dismay that I learned of the passing this Sunday, July 13th of 2025, of the former Nigerian president, Muhammadu Buhari. In this painful circumstance, I extend my sincere condolences and those of Burkinabe people to the Nigerian people and to the family of the illustrious departed. I honor the memory of this soldier and a statesman who worked for the development of his country." And this, like I said, they come from the desk of Captain Ibrahim Traore. This particular tweet be no sit well with a lot of individuals in Nigeria and the rest of the world. People were like, what do you mean by this guy aided the development of the country, Nigeria? People did not perceive this tweet in the good light, and it created and prompted a very serious reaction on his Twitter page. Well, for this video, I will show you some of the reactions coming from his page. Make I show you some tweets maybe say, no, go really sit well with Ibrahim Traore himself. The very first one here is coming from Mazi Opobo. It states, "Take that statement back. He never worked for the development of Nigeria. He only ruled because it was his turn, just like the present one now." A lady known as Norma K states, "You are such a good leader, but do not feel sorry for these charlatans who have bled Africa dry. Buhari is unalived in a foreign hospital because he failed to build a sustainable health system in his own country. Nigeria is a rich country which has oil and other precious minerals." The whole conversation went on, and a user known as Positivity King states, "He did not work for development of his country. If he did, he will not be receiving treatment in foreign land." Wow. This is the highlights of the whole conversations or reactions coming from Twitter. This is a very powerful tweet. This is a very, very powerful tweet coming from this user. He did not work for the development of his country. If he did, he will not be receiving treatment in a foreign land. Whoa. If you are looking for a better context to explain the reactions on Ibrahim Traore's Twitter page, this is the highlights, and this is all you need to know at this particular point in time. And this is the truth. If he has developed Nigeria to the level Ibrahim Traore is stating, there's no need for him to travel to the UK to receive medical attention. When he himself developed Nigeria, it simply means that the medical facility here will be top-notched, and there will be no need traveling. All you can do is invite doctors into your country because you have the facilities and the materials needed to fix you, and not you traveling out of the country. This is a very, very interesting one coming from Positivity King. An individual states, "Correction, my captain, sir. I salute the memory of this soldier and statesman who worked for the destruction of his country. This should have be your last statement." Well, moving on swiftly, someone said, "Thank you, but we reject your condolence. We are not in mourning over Buhari's unaliving." So what do you think of this whole reactions? And this whole thing went on, not just 5 people, 6, more than hundreds of people were saying the same thing in the Twitter page of this man. What do you think? You watching this video from the comfort of your home, your shop, your business place, your offices, what do you think is going on here? Do you think these reactions coming from individuals are actually right? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and let me know what you think. But don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications, because here you get first-hand info and first-hand updates as it all unfolds. Moving on swiftly, let's take a look at our most interesting part of this whole video conversation and the reason why this video was even planned and made in the first place. Yes, an individual who stood as a witness against Simon in the Paijahame District Court came out recently to give a revelation and to disclose a very important detail that every single person must see at this particular point in time. If you are watching this video, pay attention. If you have something in the fire, you're cooking, I will ask you to go to your kitchen, turn off your stove, because this is going to be an interesting one. If you have a business deal to finish up, do that before continue with this video, because a lot of info will be shared moving on swiftly. Yes, like I said, an individual who stood as a witness against Simon in the Paijahame District Court came out to make a revelation that every single person needs to see right about now. Before I explain, let me show you a tweet coming from Ngozi Orabuizi, because she have received the same notification on her desk and she had a lot of things to say. Let me show you. Breaking: why is Finland's Alexander Stubb still holding Simon? Unraveling a systematic tragedy that compels Finnish citizens into complicity in violation of their own constitutional values. It continues by saying, during the recently concluded trial of Prime Minister Simon, a rep from the Finland's national broadcaster YLE testified in court. What was the substance of his testimony? He spoke about the lack of freedom in reporting his findings from Biafraland. On February 18th of 2023, at 7:10 a.m., your journalist, Pasi Tovenan, who had been in the ground in Biafraland, published an article titled, "Here in Nigeria, millions stay at home every Monday when Simon from Latik gives order. Fear is palpable in the region." In his closing remarks during the trial, Prime Minister Simon reminded the court of the Yale rep's testimony, which revealed that journalists were restricted in their reporting. They were told where to go and what to report on the Biafran soil. Well, this article also went on and on to give clarity and to showcase every single thing and conversation heard. But then let me explain. An individual who stood as a witness against Simon in the court of law in Paijahame once upon a time traveled to Nigeria, to the southeast region of Nigeria, to gather evidence, hold interviews, hold a full-scale documentary, which was presented in the courtroom session. But there's something we all missed. Yes, this guy in that said court testimony claimed that when he traveled to the southeast region of Nigeria, the government of Nigeria informed him on what he should focus his attention on, what he should shoot, the statements he should make, and the words he should use in his documentary. That is to say, whatever he reported in the southeast region of Nigeria was highly controlled by the governments of the country. Hope you guys are getting the point. And this said individual appeared before the Paijahame District Court to testify against Simon based on every single revelation he received in Nigeria. So now they're claiming that his testimony in the Paijahame District Court were heavily influenced by the FG, the federal government of Nigeria, because they showed him what to say. They asked him where to go and they informed him on what specifically he should shoot. Hope you guys are understanding what is going on here. So as you can clearly see, the witness statement coming from this guy was flawed immensely, was flawed in all ramifications because of influences coming from the government of Nigeria. Hope this is clear. So what is the implication? It simply means that this guy's statement now cannot be used as a point of judgment because your statements are being restricted. Yes, as a news reporter, you shouldn't allow the government of any country tell you what to say. You go into a town, you go with the protection, the security protection from the country's government and cover what you've seen, how you see it, and how it's been presented to you based on factual data and facts. You don't just go and report what a government is asking you to cover and how they want you to cover it. So this is a very, very big one and big revelation coming from the country of Finland, and this definitely will go a long way in the case of Simon moving on forward. This is a massive one, and in our coming videos, we're going to extensively expose every single thing within this conversation, the intricacies, the segments, the classifications, so you get to see and understand. So I advise you to stay tuned and keep an eye for that update. Anyways, just in case you missed the full transcript of Nnamdi Kanu's case in the Federal High Court in Abuja, we have a video that will showcase every single thing that you need to know and understand, and that video is showing right now on your screen. So click on this video to watch and understand. Click on this video and I'll see you on the other side.